Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again with more mini building from the Warhammer Leviathan Box Set. Our setup's a little different. We got a new tool. We're using an X-Acto knife instead. Oh, come on. Come on, cooperate. Maybe. What if I rotate it this way instead? Can I get a better look? Kinda. Let's not drop the camera. There we go. That's better of an angle. Put the lock on. There we go. So now we're gonna be building our two big boys. That's one plaque. This is the other sprue. We're gonna be building them from the Leviathan Box Set, as you guys already know. We've been slowly working on it. We got a lot further. We got more of the barbagants and termagants and everything finished. I have these two big boys left in the box, and then I'll have one or two more to build outside of that, because I have some of the smaller guys that I am missing a base or two for. I probably swept it off my desk without realizing it, and oh well. But other than that, we will be ready to go. Just got confirmed that my bases will be get reprinted for me from a buddy of mine. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Sorry about the random desktop noise. I had to pull up the stream for a second there, just so I can keep an eye on it. Let's adjust this too as well. All right, we're in live chat. Perfect. So yeah, we're gonna be building these two boys. I may have a surprise depending on something, if something goes well. So I'm doing a big no-no right now. Do not use this glue. This glue is very strong, smells very bad. Be in a well-ventilated area when you do this. I currently can't. I have people over right now, or at least my family does, so I'm unable to have my stuff running in the background while I do this, because otherwise you might not be able to hear me. I've done well in making sure that the noise from them isn't coming in. But needless to say, we got a new little layout area. I'm gonna have to remember this for later streams and stuff when I do more building. But yeah, for now we're gonna jump into it. We're gonna start with the Psychophage, I think it's called. Is that the Psychophage, the Screamer Boy? Yeah, because we have all of these done other than the big boy. And for the NIDs, we got all of them except for this guy. A buddy of mine wanted to do this one, and well, I did this one earlier. My friend Ben, the one that got me into Warhammer and everything related, and that we're going to be building minis with in the future and playing with, wanted to build the big guy there. So now we will find our Psychophage. Where is he? You know, for being such a big dude, he's kind of hard to find in the book. Maybe Von Royan Leapers, Termagants, Barbagants, and Neurogants. I have a couple Neurogants left, not Termagants. Ah, yes, the Psychophage. This guy is what we're going to be building. You guys can't see it, but he's got two full-ass pages with big-ass diagrams for it. But he all fits on one screw, so we're going to figure it out. This is our K-plate, as you know. K-plate. Let's see. What do we start with? K's 1, 2, and 3. 2 is a tongue. 2 is a tongue. We have to make sure we don't lose 2. My friend Ben lost the tongue to the Screamer Killer. The big, Von Royan Leaper looking guy. He lost the tongue of that, and we didn't realize it until after we got them all together. And we were able to wiggle them apart because we didn't glue it, because on him, everything is very tight-fitting. But let's go ahead and get our tongue cut out so we don't forget that. Now let's grab one. Snippy, snip, snip. I know it's been a while since I last streamed, kinda-ish. And I know I said I'd be streaming more over on Twitch. I haven't figured out my Twitch stuff yet. Also don't know if my account's been banned or not. And before anybody jumps to hateful things, no. I just was dumb, and I think I violated terms of service by talking about something or another on there because it wasn't, you know, correct. Sorry, air quotes, correct. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing this. That's part number 1. So now what do I need? 3, the other big part? The other big part. 3 is the other big part. Yeah, wow. Okay. So he's literally a hollow shell. That is one thing I do not like about... Excuse me, sorry. About the sprues so far and everything. About the bigger guys so far. Is that they're all hollow. You'd think the Screamer Killer, the Psychophage, the Titan would have... it's not a Titan. It's a... Is it a Titan? No, it's a box knot. Yeah, it's a Dreadnought. Ballistus Dreadnought. So a box knot. You'd think they would have more, like, density, per se. But no, they're all hollow. Very light. Like, we were tossing around the Screamer Killer the other day. Because we needed something to do in rear board. So I said, hey, it's not glued. It's tight fitted. If it pops apart, we can at least pop it back together. No problem, right? Right. So we went ahead and did that. So now, instead of using this tool normally to deburr, I've been using more of a X-Acto knife for it. Because it lets for cleaner cuts. It's a little bit easier. Yes, I run the risk of cutting myself. I know you guys probably can't see it, but I got lines on my fingers from it. So, I'm going to be rotating the camera a little bit. Let's rotate it back. Oop, camera fell because I looked at something else. There we go. You got a little bit of an angle, but that's okay. Now I get definitely more of the workspace involved. So instead of using this, I've been using this. My thumbs are a little scuffed up. That's okay. I'll be slowly working. And the reason why I use it is because it's easier to get more of the burrs off better. The issue is on this thinner stuff, be careful as to not just cut through it. So I'm very much like very light slides, double checking burrs and attach points between them. And I chose this piece to start with because he had a couple gnarly ones. So I'm getting those taken off. I've been the one that's built most of the box, obviously. I bought the box, so I built most of it. Or am working on finishing building most of it. I had my friend Ben and Kenny over one day. I couldn't stream that. They don't want to appear on stream too much if they can help it. At least Ben seems like it for now, but he might show up more often. He might show up for a stream or be a guest spot. He was earlier when played a couple games and everything. He was willing to at least lend his voice. This is a little different because now I have the camera, so he might pop up on camera more often. But I have to talk to him about that and see if he's okay with it. Because otherwise I would love to be able to record games for you guys. And we could do games of this, of anything else really. I'll probably be streaming later tonight. We plan to play some Destiny. A group of us. I'll speak with them, make sure it's okay that I stream first. Because if it's not, then I'm not gonna, obviously. But otherwise, I might again. And it'll be for like an hour, hour and a half, being as I work in the morning. So I'll be able to get a good night's rest before such. And I just carved him up a little bit. It's okay. This is another reason why I'm doing all the trimming, is because I just carved up this little stack. The tip of the knife is up here. Carve that a little bit. That's okay though. That's why I'm building it, not somebody else. So it's my fault, not theirs. But no, we're gonna be building this and the other guy. Oh, come on. There we go. Once we get all the pieces trimmed up, we'll be able to start snapping them together, and we'll get to the work on the box knot. And depending on how my head is feeling after working in such confined area with no airflow with the glue, we might do a surprise model that I picked up the other day. But it all depends on if I am feeling well and I do not have a terrible headache. So those two have been trimmed up. We're now trimming up the tongue. I know you guys can't see a lot of the trim work, but the trim work's not that fun. If you do it wrong, you slice yourself up or you carve out a major piece of your mini. Just like right now with this tongue, there's a spot. Okay, I did not carve that one. Perfect. So now we'll refer to the book. K1 is this piece. This is K1. This is K1. So we're going to start by getting the tongue inserted. It'll insert into this bottom hole right here. So we'll take our glue, put it in the hole, squeeze, get some good amount of glue in there. And we'll go ahead and pop the tongue in there as best we can. Try not to bend or break anything. There's a little spot as well over here that I'm going to put a little bit of glue just to help hold the extra support spot in place. My only complaint about these minis, other than sometimes they're a pain in the butt to get clipped together and everything, or they're just that tight that they only go one way, is that you can't like model them. You can't actually place them or change how they like look or point or whatever. There's very much one distinct way to do it. And like, I get it. It's supposed to be a quick, easy put together, but at the same time, it's like, man, I would love some diversity. So this big piece will snap in like such. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pegs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6. There's another one, that back one. So we're going to get glue onto this side here. I realized I'm probably very loud the closer I get and the more normal I'm speaking. Go ahead, get glue into each of these. Glue into each of these. Kind of got to work fast. The glue does like to set fast apparently today. I had to use the knife, the X-Acto knife here, and wiggle out a couple of pieces because I had them placed wrong, and just like that we misplaced our pegs. I have a peg not wanting to line up. And the glue is beginning to dry and stink. Stinky, stinky glue. There we go. There we go. Snap together. Just like that. Give it a good little love squeeze just to make sure she's tight and holding tight. So this is what I mean I had to do earlier. But this time we're doing it for a different reason. We'll pry that apart a little bit. We'll take our glue. I mean, very carefully and very lightly apply some just along the seam here. Just to help it hold a tiny bit better and a tiny bit tighter. Then we squeeze it together like such. And then we'll sit here, we'll hold it for a little bit. yeah, from there it's just gonna be a lot of this kind of stuff. As you can see, there's obviously gonna be some gaps, but those will get covered with paint. Probably could have done on the front too, along the bottom. The bottom actually looks like it's holding pretty well. It's just the top here. But all right, so we'll let that sit and dry for a little bit while we find 5, 7, 8, 4, 6, and 9. Wow. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Is there really only 9 pieces to this? There's only 9 pieces to this. Okay, so we'll grab 5, 7, and 8 first. 5 is this one. Right. Oh, come on. There we go. Perfect. Nice and tight. That one feels a little lopsided. That one's flat. All right. Oop. Let's not stab myself with these. 5, 7, and 8. So we'll start by pulling out 8 next. I won't lie. Feeling a little funny already from the glue. But that's because I was building other minis earlier. And there's just a bunch of residual on my hands and stuff, and I rub my face, which is a mistake because I can feel it. Will there be a magic stream later? Maybe later. I know I plan to do a Destiny one. I'll have to put in a message to chat or something to our little server talk, little channel that we used to communicate with who's gonna be there, and see if it's cool with everybody. I understand I'm also talking to an empty house, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and keep doing this until we gain traction one way or another. I know I plan to swap to Twitch because I'm much more of a streamer than a video guy. But that's okay. Got that leg trimmed up. This stuff is really like tedious and I have to focus a lot. But no, I'm missing a 25mm base right now. Missing a couple of them actually. I only have 28s left. 25s for the rest of the Narragaunts. Like 4 of them I have left. I'm missing bases. I mean, I don't have a problem mismatching bases. That's not the issue. The issue is that I'm missing one entirely. So now let's go ahead and get these glued in. Big leg here comes to the back like such. Like such. So we'll get him glued in there real quick. Oh yeah, we got plenty of glue in there. Might have a little much. So everything is too much glue. We're about to find out, right? Oh no, that's holding pretty good. I don't necessarily like how it sits, but that's how it sits apparently. Because he's, you know, face down but up. Yeah, like that. And then this smaller one comes to the front. Smaller one comes to the front here. We'll do this other one, this little beefier guy. We're going to apply it to pegs this time because this isn't a closed area. This is a hole that goes all the way through, and the last thing I want is to put a bunch of glue in there, have it dry before I can get to the other side because I still have to cut and trim those ones. Posts, not holes. Get the posts glued up. Come on, hold it in there. that'll hold. So now we got half of it done. So we're going to trim out the remaining 3 pieces and go from there. If I'm lucky, we'll be done with the Terminator and move on to the bonus one. If we're not lucky, I will be seeking fresh air, or lots and lots of air movement, in order to make sure I don't die of asphyxiation. Ooh, that's going to be a tight one. There we go. Sorry, one of the pieces was in a very precarious way that I did not want to snip part of the actual piece apart. I had my friend Kenny, who helped build a couple of them, the minis. He did that. He snipped pegs because there was a guy with like base that he sits on top of the normal base, and he snipped the pegs thinking that they were support sprues from the sprue, but they weren't, and he snipped them. So we had to improvise getting him like secured, and it's quite funny because I immediately went, all right, I'm gonna start trimming for you, and I took over trimming for his pieces while Ben managed with his own. But currently I'm the only one in our group that is gonna be playing that bought minis, but I don't have an issue having my friends use them or share them. By all means, I'd rather get people playing than gatekeep by being, no, you can't borrow my shit. So yeah. Sorry for the quietness. I'm trying to focus a little bit. That is a piece that needs to get trimmed, right? Just the fucking tip of it on this side does. Shite. Alright, that one's trimmed up. This one's already trimmed up. I have to make sure I don't like accidentally cut myself while doing this, because this is a razor sharp blade still, despite slamming through so much plastic. Alright, we'll get these ones glued up and in, and then we'll be done with the psychophage. I thought there'd be more parts to this, and I think I just put a fuck ton of glue onto the inside of this thing, which will hopefully give it a little more density, I guess. Boy. Big stinky boy. We'll do this middle one next. For this one, I'm just putting glue directly in the hole to speed this up. 23 minutes. Let's see, will we get it put together? I know a lot of the beginning was me talking, but I do have to put up some vocalization about what I'm doing out the gate and disclaimers. Just because it's the, might not have to do, but it's the appropriate thing, the Good Samaritan thing to do about proper ventilation and making sure people don't asphyxiate while trying to do the hobby, because otherwise we'll have less people to play the games and do the hobbies. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to slide you out real quick so I can get this one seated better. Perfect. Alright, let's get this packed in there. Just like that. Just like that. We got Big Boy finished. Now we just need to glue him down to his base. And Big Boy gets the big one, the big base. So it sits on it like this. Ooh. This might be harder than I thought to get this lined up. We're going to have to figure this out as we go, because I'm not good at this. Oh, I missed a spot in trimming. We'll trim that up real quick before we get it glued down so I can actually get to it, because it's here on the bottom. Got it. Perfect. So now we'll go ahead, we'll get this glued up, and we'll get him wiggled into his spot. This way. I'm literally just inserting and sliding it one peg at a time. There we go. There we go. Oh, we need to get the middle one pushed down further. Deburr tool, because you aren't sharp. There we go. Ta-da. Just like that. He's down on his base. It's a little squishy. Yeah, he's down, all the way down. Pegs are flush down to the bottom of these. And so yeah, big boy is complete. This big boy. So we're gonna set him, I would say, off over here. Yeah, we'll push some stuff back. We'll slide him back over here. Before I get hit with, you know, showing alcohol, they're pop. Slide these out. It's gonna be loud and annoying with the frame. Ta-da. I got my candy because I'm a good noodle. But we'll get that tucked down over here. Get these out of frame. But yeah, we're gonna go from here. Sorry, my lady just texted me out of the blue saying you're gonna be able to meet somebody. I'm like, who? And my boy sent me a, not my son. I don't have a son. I'm 22 years old. I just realized how weird that sounds. No, but by my boy, I mean one of my buddies. My, like, one of my better friends, best friends. You could say he's at work right now. We work opposite rotations. It's really difficult to hang out and do stuff, but he just sent me a message of him in some shades and shit. So, fuck yeah. It's my response. Probably should turn the ringer on. Just so when I get a text, I know. Speak of that. It sounds like a couple of ladies' friends are going to be meeting us at Renfest. Yeah, we're going to Renfest. I'm going to Renfest this year. I'll be walking around in some get-up. Yeah, they're going to be possibly meeting us there. Dope. God damn it. Both excited and not excited. I was hoping for like a one-on-one trip with the lady, but that's okay. But now we're on to the box knot. Sorry to get a little distracted there. She's kind of important to me, so y'all can hopefully understand. Oh my Jesus. This one has lots of parts. He comes on 3 separate panels. Babe, I'm streaming. 10 minutes, actually. Probably more like a half hour. That is 17, no. That is 15, 17, 20, 21, and 18. We don't need that one. We need this one. We need parts 8 and 9 first. 8 and 9. That's on this sprue. It's going to be a lot of that digging for stuff. This one's going to require a lot of trimming and require a lot of patience. It's part number 9. Snip, snip. Ooh, that was a close cut. It was a very close cut. So we're going to trim this bad boy up a little bit. I know you guys can't really see this all that well, but that's okay for now. I want you guys to see more of like the pieces slowly coming together and everything, the way that they're kind of meant to be layered and placed together, and you know, the finished product obviously as of something I want you guys to see. So for now I'm going to keep trimming to the bases. Plus I'm not that good at trimming, so I don't want any clips possibly being made. And I get it. It'd be funny to watch me just butcher one, but I do that enough on my sister's one already, which I need to get paint for those and finish like the last mini. That's one that me and my lady are working on building. So these two get done up in what manner? What manner? This manner? This manner. So, as you guys know, glue. Put a little bit more into this guy. There we go. Dongle goes up. Dongle goes up. Right. Ooh. That does not. Nope. That does not seem right. That looks better. That does not look better. Hands, cooperate, please. There we go. So I was right the first way. Just like such. So while we let this sit for a little bit, we're going to cut out the next couple pieces. So we need 10 through 13 for the legs. We're going to get the legs assembled. I love how before you even finish really building it, you're supposed to glue it down to the base. To the, to the base. Is this the part I'm working on? Yeah, part number 13. So we'll cut out 13. 13 and 12 right away. 13 and 12. Snip. Snip. And we'll grab 10 and 11. That's part number 10. This one won't require much trimming. There's not a whole lot left from the sprues because it's a pretty open area to get in at. So we aren't going to trim too much. Oh, it's okay. Let's see what she say. Oh, that's Steve. Oh, my headphones just turned off. That's nice. Turn back on. Come on. So we'll get these turned back on, which means I'm going to have to do something about that. So I'm going to minimize my desktop audio and my recorder. Get that gone. Gone. Turn that up. So right now I'll hear myself again. Now, shit. I think this is one leg. This is the right leg. Yeah, this is the right leg. This one will have to trim up a little bit. Trim this up. And now, okay, that part is good. What's your counterpart? Is this your counterpart? This looks like your counterpart. This is your counterpart. Cool beans. So we got that one trimmed up. Little spots. Sorry about the fumble. Like I'm peeling an apple, that's how I hold it. Or using like a paring knife. So then, yeah, we'll get some glue into these areas. As you can see, there's 3 spots, 3 pegs. They clip onto these big pieces, so, I mean, it makes sense. Let's get some glue in there. Some glue in there. Some glue in there. Glue there. Glue there. Okay, I'm looking at it from the back side. That explains a lot. So next, we go ahead and we have to get these guys lined up just right. And then we can slap this boy in between. Box knots are not that fun to build apparently. It's being a pain in my butt. That does not seem like it's meant to fit. Oh, there we go. Alright. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Give that a good squeeze. We'll let that sit while we look at the other ones to see if we have to trim some little spaces. Yep. Space there. Trim up, trim up. So they weren't as close as I thought, so we did have to do a little trimming, and I think I just carved this fucking kneecap. Kind of. Oh well, that's fine. Some paint will cover that up, that's for sure. Box knots, man. Pain in my butt. So now we're gonna go ahead and glue this, glue that, glue that one, glue that, glue down in that spot a little bit. Alright, now let's get this all slapped together as well. These are forward facing. Get that one snapped in. And this one slid up and on like such. Like a boss. So we're gonna let that just kind of sit here and dry while we grab our next pieces. We're gonna grab 2, 3, 15, and 14. So we got 14 in here. This one's got a lot of spots to trim. So let's go ahead and snip, snip. It's got a peg. That's got a peg. That's weird. Let's grab 15 next. Then we're supposed to glue it to the base along with 15 and 14. Like such. There's that. Let's grab the base right away because I don't see how that's fitting into that hole. Oh, there's circular instead of hexagonal. Okay, okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and we'll get the legs attached first, or the feetsies. Always supposed to be the front. Got a dumpy or front butt? Front butt. No. That's in the back. That's in the back. Okay, so I do have him. I am building him correctly. Okay. Go ahead, put one on here like such. And like such. Yeah, then we'll just let this sit for a little bit like such while we work on snipping out parts 2 and 3, because this one is going to have a lot of screws. We did not trim anything on these feet. Oh boy. We'll have to wait for this to dry before I can trim. Luckily, all of them should be along the side. This one with the terrain will be fine. This one, though, I have to get some off that. Snip there, snip there. Snip there. Drop that out. Grab here. Snip there. Snip there. There we go. Alright, so we're going to trim up these bigger ones before we attach them, unlike the feetsies. That was a close one. I got myself that one. That was a lot of downforce I put into it. None of these trims really matter too much. It's just this is where a lot of like the arms and stuff will be getting mounted into. So like the arms come with these pegs, so they twist up and in. So yeah. 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 We will work on this. Sorry, I've noticed a couple defects. Like the eyes aren't the same depthness on this piece, neither are the gun barrels. It's a little weird, especially when you notice it. So these should be good to trim. Let's trim these up before we slap a Ted's base. That's a carve. Yikes. That's a big carve. There we go, that one was better. There we go. Alright. So now we got this bad boy trimmed up. He's supposed to... Is he ride towards the back? Is he supposed to ride towards the back? Or is he supposed to ride towards the front? Pretty sure he's supposed to ride to the front. Maybe. Yeah. Dropping shit. Trying to make sure I get this lined up right. Okay. Towards the back. I don't know. So I need to support where it spins. No, towards the front. because the entirety of the base needs to be on there. There we go, just like that. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down. Putting extra glue around the bottom of the train base in different areas just to help it sit better and stay more attached, more secure. I'm also going to go ahead and glue some of the feet area as well, just to be safe. So now let's get him pressed down and on like such. So just like such. Oop. Just like that. So now we will work on his chest piece. Oh, I have to glue into here. So we already trimmed these ones up, so we're literally going to drop glue into here, into here, into here, into here, into here. So we did our glue over here and this little slot down here where it sits, because it's where it glues, so we'll glue this up a little bit too. And now we are going to go ahead and try to slide him together over the base. Now we pinch together. Why not? That is not correct. I can't seem to get him to, there we go. Come on, snap, crackle, and pop together for me. I do not like how loose this feels. Is he supposed to be stanky legging? He is supposed to be stanky legging. Okay, so next is the front chest piece. This big one. Number 1. So we're going to go ahead and snip there. Let's be smart. Snip that part. Snip that part. Snip this part. Snip that part. So now while we let his chest piece of glue dry, we're going to go ahead and trim up. It's a slight carve. Alright, so now we have this bad boy ready to go. In the meantime, I'm going to oh, that's these pieces. Oh, these are cover pieces. Okay. So we're gonna actually get some glue on this. Give it a little flick. Alright, so our forever box is now secure. Ish. God, that glue. This flimsiness makes me worried because I can wiggle just this piece. Like, he's like a little mini bobblehead. Doesn't bobble much though. But now we got that. So we're gonna go ahead and start trimming out our F6, F7, F4, and 5, which are these tiny ones. Snip these out. Snip those out, and then we'll snip out the cover plates too, because they're already here. Click snip. 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 Now we'll trim up. Probably put some glue on these like exhaust pieces. Yeah, because they kind of just come up to the bottom here. I don't think it matters which side they go on. They just gotta. Ooh, dang. Ooh, dang, it bit that one. Yeah. Okay. So they connect just down under here, where the end of the hose pieces connect. And it doesn't really matter by the looks of it which one goes where. But they are very easy pops and fits. So. But yeah, no, it's going to be interesting to say the least. Surprised I did not just slice my fingers open with that. Just slap them 3 times. What time is it? 5:50? Okay, I'll probably have to get this one done and then break for dinner. It's only been an hour. That's fine. Let's trim up the guard pieces for now. Yeah. We're trying to balance work life and everything. So streaming is a little taxing on top of it, because I do work a full-time job. Today is my day off, but I have to go in for training now because the company deemed it necessary to send every individual in the team to work training, to electrical training. So it's like when I was going to school and everything for what they're trying to teach me, and I got tired of it, so I kind of dropped. Which, I mean, is understandable, but at the same time, jeebus. So let's get our hose pieces in. Glue that up. With the school situation, there's a combination between teacher not being a good teacher, getting bored from the course and everything. Like, the course wasn't engaging enough for me, especially with how he teaches, because he'd throw So I'll just read the book and go through slides and then get 0 work time. So like I'd be sitting there chomping at the bit to dig through labs and stuff, but get yelled at because I'm not paying attention and be like, I already read the chapter. And yeah, whole ordeal. But all right. Also didn't really like my teacher too much. He's kind of a butt. He like to pin blame on us for not knowing what we're doing during a test or our labs if we never turned them in on time, which I think only 2 of us ever did. And that's because we had the means to do it outside of course, like outside of the classroom. We could do it at home, whereas the majority of the people needed stuff from the classroom to do it. But yeah, we hit our winter time and everything. I didn't even make it to winter break before I went, yeah, screw this. I'm just going to work full time and make money. He annoyed me that fast and that much. It was like October 1st or something. No. Yeah. No. October. It was October. Because I was out of the courses and everything and working full time before Thanksgiving, so. But yeah, if you do pursue education, by all means, please actually pursue it to the fullest. If you do go to school, give it everything you got. Don't be a twat like me. I was not the best student to anybody, but I was quite fun. I was also like good with my classmates. I knew how to teach others. I don't know if twat's allowed on YouTube. Oh well. Yeah, originally I was going for to like be a band teacher, but after working with people who were very entitled because they could play guitar or piano and everything, or were part of a choir and always got solos and stuff, I got in trouble because I put somebody from my course into a window. I'm sorry. Sorry, I have to respond to this. What did Steve say? Steve, being Steve. Alright. Cool. Steve's being Steve. Let's get this piece glued up, being as now we trimmed it. Why are you not fitting together? Oh, I have the right piece. Why are you not fitting together? Ooh, there we go. Got it. That's a tight fitting piece. That's not coming off. Oh, okay. Apparently we got a new person maybe for farming. Or we might be farming Callie tonight. I don't know if I will or not. That one can wait. But no. Another one that can wait. That's the lady trying to see who's all gonna be friends and stuff. Gonna be there. So one of her friends is working a booth, and she wants me to meet both her friend and the boyfriend. Because as of, like I said earlier, we're going to Ren Fair, and she wants to see if some of her friends are gonna be there. But yeah, this goes to the back side. Like that. But yeah, so we'll get this popped in there like such. And like such. I don't think we're going to glue the arms. We'll let those free spin, because then I can take them off to transport. But for now, we're going to just, ta-da, just like that. I know I'm doing a lot of work like back this way, but that's because I'm not used to this setup. I mean, I can adjust the camera a little bit more so you can see more of what I do. So this is our boy. We're going to be working on this arm here shortly. But yeah, no, his arm literally just swoop, 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 swoop. When you need to flip backwards and back blast the guy charging you because he's getting too close instead of dropping a shell on him. Sorry, it's a little side note. I believe we're onto the last piece with just the gun. That's 2 pieces. Yeah, we are. F20, F21. Drop the gun barrel out. YouTube, don't hurt me. They are toys. They're little plastic minifigures. They're not real. Please don't hit me with that cease and desist strike stuff. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have any money. Especially not from YouTube. But we're gonna trim up the gun and the shield piece that goes on the outside here. And we'll have him done. I should probably go see what my mom wants to do for dinner. So I think my dad's at a meeting and her friends just left. Oh, that's a major carve. But I got the piece. Yeah, it'll be fine. But no, I do still live with my parents at 22. I'm saving up money for a house. But life comes fast, dudes. I forgot all about rent fair, and I put a payment down on my car of $1,000. So I'm out $1,000 for Renfest. Yeah. Bam. Box not finished. Look at him. Look at him. Pow, 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 pow. Oh, I apologize. I'm stretching. Let's see what she say all together. Oh yeah. She's thinking about inviting her friend who's going to be working one of the stands, inviting the boyfriend Andy to come with, but sorry, I'm sitting on my phone. I'm giving my brain a little break. I'm also hitting my chooch. That's probably in shot. Sorry. I need to get some information about it. God, I read a post about somebody meeting Keanu, and I really want to meet Keanu now. Keanu Reeves. He's just such a wholesome person. And quite frankly, I would love to meet him. You got those two. I might go grab some water or something, get a little bit of fresh air. I will be right back. I'm grabbing some water. Hello, Gato. Shit, this goes up. Oh, that's right. I have a Gatorade. Let's grab that too. Hydrate. We grab the pop. I drink Sprecher brand. Not sponsored whatsoever. I wish. That'd be great. Having a sponsor for streams, that'd be so nice. But no. I drink Sprecher, and they only come in... I only like the bottles. The cans aren't bad, but the bottles are better. Got some G-Raid. Because I need hydration. But we're going to set these two off to the side, and I'm going to grab the Bois, the special one. This is his box and his base. So this is the base. That's right. We're going to be doing Mr. Marnius Calgar. Right there in the middle. This baldy boy. I didn't call you baldy. Does he have hair? Does he have hair? Let me check the sprues. He comes on 2 sprues. Oh, wait, no. Maybe? Is that a hand? Is that part of his hand? That's part of his hand. So I need this book. This itty bitty book. Yeah, he literally has this tiny book. So now that all of these are finished, and because I'm waiting on a base, we're gonna close this book. I'm gonna set our sprues over here. Part 1 and 2. This is a tiny one. I have to actually like move my mic in order to be able to read this one properly. Ooh, that back crack hurt. It's 2. Part number 2. My phone just buzzed. I forgot my phone is in my pocket. I need to pull that out. So let's go ahead and pull it. Sorry, I have to respond to this. She's worried I might not get along with one of her friends, which is adequate. Now let's start trimming up Marnie's. This is very precise ones. No, I bought Marnie's Calgar because he's a named character, and I'm just going to do Ultramarines out the gate for the box, because those paints are the easiest to get. Now she's worried that I'll be weird. So you probably heard the meowing. I thought it was when the cats got in here. But no. I'm not opposed to meeting new people. It's just some of their lifestyles of her friends concern me. But no, it's probably Choo Choo trying to asking me to come let her in. Should be a hard no. So this is part of the back. So let's go ahead and glue it up. But no. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we're going to let that literally just sit like that while we find our other pieces. So we need parts number 3 and 4 and 5. We found 4. Okay, so we got 4 cut out. Let's grab part number 3. 3's out. Let's grab 5 right away. Just because it's better if we do. This one actually doesn't need much trimming whatsoever. I think this one we're going to leave mostly alone. 3 on the other hand has me a little concerned. Oh no, no, 3's good, other than the foot. Alright, that one's good. That one's good. I'll showcase my little sister squad that I got, because I'll run an auxiliary of them, probably. Oh, my back hurts a lot. Oh. Let's go ahead and get stuff lined up and glued. No, Chewbacca. But, you know, the sisters will be only shown when they're all said and done. She really wants to get in here. Oh, I should grab part number 6 right away, too, just because it's on the next page. So then both kneecaps are done. There's part number 7. 6. Oh my god, there's so many tiny pieces. There's lots of tiny parts for him. Like there's things for his chest that I have to do. Yeah. Let's flip this piece over. This is the eagle. So this is the first one I have to put on. This one comes over here to this area. Very precise placements. And this one, this part number 6 goes on to his other one right at the kneecap. There's a lot of glue, just random glue on him. I don't have anything to wipe again. All right, come here, tissue. Because I have animals, there's so much hair everywhere. Go ahead and grab the next part we're going to need, which is part number 8. Let's go ahead. Trim that up. Now let's go ahead and glue this up. Yeah, that goes like that. So we'll apply glue to the bottom pieces. The bottom portion, I should say. Part number 11. Marnius's face. That is the one we want, the actual face. No, I ended up kit bashing a couple pieces because I was missing a crucial piece for one, and I had a spare of the others, so I just snipped some stuff and trimmed here, there, then next place, and yeah. Kit bashed a head from a different piece. Okay. I was really worried about when I kit bashed that I was going to do it wrong. But now we need parts 9, 10, and 12. That's a lot of pieces. 10. Oh my god. Where's part number 12? Is it over here? It is. 12 and 13 both are over there. And 9 is what we're working on. 9 there. 9 there. And then 12 is what we need. 12. What head did I just cut out? I cut out the wrong head. Shit. Part number 11, that's his actual face. Love how I started cutting out the right one. Put that one under the base so I don't grab it. But yeah, let's go ahead. Snip there. Ooh. Almost fumbled the bag, soldier. That's a hip pauldron? That's a hip pauldron. Alright, so let's go ahead and get trimming on these tiny ones. These tiny ones honestly make me so fucking worried. Alright, that one's good. be fine. Alright, so let's get to gluing these. 9, the eagle with the little rosary thing, comes up here to the chest. Is there a spot on here that this kind of just slides into it? Where does this go? Yeah, that's a lot of glue. That'll be a wipe. Let's go ahead and try to get this in position, because it does sit a certain way. You'll probably hear a dog barking. That'd be naders. Onto the flat piece, yeah. There we go. Now let's put a little dab there and not launch our knife off the desk. And just like that. We're getting somewhere. He's slowly coming together. So we're going to let that dry a little bit while we snip out 13 and then trim up his gosh darn head. Ah. So now... There we go. But yeah, you come here, you find yourself coming here, you like this stoof, hit subscribe and turn on that bell, please. I would greatly appreciate it. I understand that I didn't say anything about the about Marnius, but he's a surprise for the loyal ones. You know who you are. No. Crap. Yeah, Chewie really wants to come in. She's very whiny right now. I have fucking bits of plastic stuck in my leg hair, and my shorts keep riding up. I'm gonna trim his head up a little bit more. No, Chewie. Oh, he does have hair. Can confirm. Marnie's Cowguard does have hair. What were you supposed to be facing, dude? You're supposed to be facing that way. Are you? Yeah. We got the angry man. Oh, come on. Come on, camera. You know you want to recognize the boy. Give it a quick wipe. No? No, you're not gonna autofocus on Marnius. Alright, well, I'll try to get a better video or something of him in a bit. Let's go ahead. How was that? We got part 11. Okay, so now we need 15, 14, and 3. No. 15, 14, 16. So go 16. That almost concludes that page. Part number 14. Maybe? Yep, there we go. But, yeah. Slowly digging through here. Here. There we go. There we go. Now we gotta do some trim work. Crap. Let's get 14 trimmed up because there's a large one in there. There's a couple large burrs on this one. But, alright. So now where are we? We're on this step here, so let's go 14 and 15. Alright, goes what, like this? Yeah, like that. So I'm going to apply glue in this area. I would have streamed as well, building his little, like, entourage, his honor guard. But I was a little impatient and wanted to open the box, so I figured I'd just do those two real quick. Before I end the stream, I'll run out and grab his honor guard, and then one day I'm going to showcase all of them built. Once I get the other ones built, showcase all of those. Really closed fist. So now let's get this glue. There's a lot of glue going into Marnius right now. It's because of that right there. I don't want to touch him and have him fall apart, so he's getting lots and lots of glue. Okay. So Marnius has to chill out. He's very imbalanced. He's very drunk. Wish it were me. That's a lie. I don't. So I need 18, 19, 20, and 21. 18. Right. There's 18. $19. $20 and $21 is over here, and then we're done with this plaque. Kind of. $28. We'll need $28. Might be able to wiggle it. Yes, I wiggled it. I did not see the tiny piece of 28. I might find a way when he's all said and done to like attach his helmet to like his hip or something. But let's go ahead and trim up pieces. So let's trim up 18 and 19 first. And then get those two seated together. Crap. I just dropped a piece. I dropped his hand piece. It was very tiny. Oh, no wonder why I have so much bits of plastic. I can take this time too. This one. Ew, shite. Oh, that's the mic. There it is. Right below the chair. Hi. Yes. Freaking so much. What the fuck is that? Stuck to the chair. So many spots. That fucking chew. Dug a claw into. Alright. We got it. Yes, I know I'm fucking uggo. But that's okay. What was I working on again? Oh yeah, 18 and 19. You're 20. What did I just do with his hand? Okay. So now let's go ahead and get this orientated right. Give that a quick blow. Attach that there. So now let's trim up his hand. And the arm attachment piece. Now let's do this part. anything that clips on his... Oh yeah, pauldron. On his outer shoulder. There we go. So we'll get his hand glued first. Just like before, knuckles out. Or knuckle rivets out. Like such. Okay, so then yeah, let's go ahead and glue this next piece, the arm actual part that connects to the body. Get that glued up like such. And this, and wiggle until we get it to fit together. How are you supposed to sit? Something like that. Like that. Like that. So then now we gotta glue his arm on. We're gonna let that dry a little bit. Ow. Oh, my back hurts a lot. Sorry, she is very worried. So, doing what any good boyfriend does. Are you sure? Some more. Hydration. We're gonna lean back. Grab our vape. Right now, it's just gonna be like waiting for stuff to dry, and then we'll continue. But can't put that over there. Gotta put it over here. I'm supposed to be working on recording. Let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, so it pulls this up. Alright, that's interesting. Why is this open? Oh, right. Close that. But no, we're gonna wait for his arm to dry, and then we'll get back into it. I was checking some stuff on my other screen over here. Sorry. Doing my boyfriendly duties of responding. She's currently at work, though, so she shouldn't be texting. I should stop and get dinner soon. What I'm gonna make for dinner? I don't know yet. I have to check to see what I got. I think I got some dino nuggies still. Might make some dino nuggies. Let's go ahead and get back into it. Let's set this up properly for this. Oh, it does not help a lot. Kind of helps. So now what I'm gonna do is glue up his arm. What did I do with his arm? There it is. let's go ahead. Attach his arm on. Oh, his hand's still not fully dry. Ooh. 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 It's not good. Okay, so we're gonna let him dry like this for a while. In the meantime, let's start trimming out other pieces. So I need 17 and 22. And 22. And then I'll also grab 23, 24, and 25. It's not there. Did I use to? Oh, yeah. Is out. I think I'm gonna build the backpack first just to get it done. Here's 25, here's 24. Just because then I can get these parts started and drawing right away. So now let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so the ammo packs have been trimmed. This one I kind of butchered how he, oh, the snip worked. That's okay though. We'll get this piece glued in. What way do you go? Do you go like that? You do. Okay, cool. Lots of glue on this ammo pack area. Okay, now we'll let this one kind of just rest here for a little bit while we grab Marnius, and we're gonna do a shoulder pauldron. So I did not trim up this other one yet. At least not well enough. I just realized my mic is like right in my mouth. There we go. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that up. So that's number 1. This is number 2. This one still needs a little bit of trim. Just got some type of notification. Oh, okay. It's just him. And then, yeah, we will get mounted up. It's weird hearing sounds back again after I just heard them. God, that fucking... The arm didn't hold. Damn it. We're going to try to get this pauldron on real quick as well. Alright, so we got that pauldron on. Let's try to get this other one on real quick. And then we'll have to let him rest a little bit longer before we continue. No. Our hand is just not wanting to stick. Come on, Marnius, you need both hands. Alright, literally gonna just sit here and hold Marnius together. There's an issue with too much glue. Trying to scrape off the excess glue that did not want to stick. I've taken off a piece of Marnius. It's currently not wanting to cooperate. Get some more glue on there, some fresh glue. Then we are literally going to just sit here and hold these pieces into position if I can get it relined back up. We're literally going to just let him sit there and rest. That's a lie. We're going to make sure it actually is in the right position again. Oh, this stuff just adheres to everything so quickly. Guess we can work on the backpack a little bit more. Okay, so this part comes on the back side over here. Okay, we're gonna trim up the cape. Because, I mean, literally once we get the backpack all finished up, it is solely waiting on the arm and everything to dry, because I have to glue stuff to his arms. Glue on that. I've realized I've gone pretty glue heavy this entire stream so far. But I really want this stuff to stick and hold. Sorry, I'm just blowing on Marnius to hopefully get it to dry better. Okay, we're gonna try to do the backpack thing here. How does this glue? Just all up in that beyond. Now let's go ahead and try to get it clicked in. Did we not mess anything up? We did not. Cool. I feel like this is one that we paint, or was supposed to paint as we go, because there's areas now that is going to be difficult to paint. But that's... There we go. That arm's holding a little bit better. Fine. Oh my Jesus. Hey, that arm is holding. I can wiggle it a little bit. Alright. Put a little pressure onto it. 26, 27, 28. Man, I got Butterfingers today. I was at my training at work, and I fumbled a can of Monster in the break room before my training started, because I was like, man, I need to like re-up caffeine because I am falling asleep here. And I fucking launched the thing because I dropped it and I went to go catch it, and instead I swatted it underneath like 6 tables and just launched the SOB. But yeah. Oh, that's a carve. It's okay though. So now let's get stuff mounted to him. There's no way you clip into that top piece. There is. Shit. Thought I just felt that arm twist. About to lose it. Alright, let's try to get this one popped in there. This is going to be one that we have to literally get on there and hold. But no, we are almost there. And then we got to attach him to the base and everything and make sure he's standing right. Yeah, otherwise he should be able to stand roughly on his own now. Ta-da, Marnie's Calgar, ladies and gentlemen. I'm missing the tiny piece. I just felt it. I just dropped it. There it is. I'm not even going to bother trying to trim that one up. I just realized I'm bumping my mic. I don't know if it picked up me bumping my mic or not. Yeah, it did. Alright. So we've given that one some time to glue. That glue to dry. So let's now find a spot. So one down here. I just saw a cat walking around, but my door is still closed. Oh, I just had it lined up perfectly. There. Now we literally just set them down and wait for that one to dry. And look for our tiny one again. As I put it, damn it. Let's try to cheese it and get the tiny one clipped in there as well. Like this, right? I might have to do the forbidden thing. I think we will. Yeah, we'll have to. So this is the forbidden technique. Don't ever do this. Shit. There we go. Alright, before we go any further, we literally set him down to dry. We'll trim out our last two pieces, number 7 and 43. We have our base right here. We'll get those trimmed up and glued down before we worry about touching Marnis again. And then we'll go from there. It currently has been just over 2 hours. Yeah, just been over 2 hours. Currently we're doing good. Sorry, I had to scratch my forehead right there, or where my band was sitting. It moved, so I itched. Got the head cut out. Now I'm gonna work on finishing cutting this out, or trimming this up, I should say. Should probably get Marnius glued to this first. And then I'll worry about how I'm placing them down. There we go. All glued up Marnius Calgar. Oh, big stretch, big stretch, big stretch. So let's see, we got Jeremy Boy, Marnius, and our Psychophage. All completed. We also got some smaller guys off to the side here that I completed before stream. And that is everything. So our Charmy boy. Looking crisp, clean. Let's go ahead and grab the psychophage and get it a close up to. Oh, come on, look at that mouth. Look at that mouth. It is very, very hard to get our psychophage to pop up. Yes, I know I'm shaking. And we got ya boy, Marnius Kelgar. Let's see, will the face work? Come on. Come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. There we go. Alright. That's all I got. So let it autofocus back out. We have one more dude that I forgot. But yeah, I finished all these guys. I'm missing 4 of these guys, I think. Total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm missing 4 of these Neurogants. Because I'm missing 25 millimeters and these are 28s, which means I used 3 of the wrong ones. I appreciate showing up and showing out. Or if you catch this on the back side of it, I appreciate the view. Have yourself a great and beautiful day, or evening. I should say it's 7:16.